Anthony's boyfriend and classmates are brutally murdered at a party in the woods. The quiet suburban community of Sundown Hills transforms into a paranoid nightmare. Betrayal, corruption, and dark family secrets push Lisa dead center into a burgeoning class war where rival millionaires plot to steal the town's future between reliance on big oil and the incoming age of legalized weed, electric cars, and social conscience. As she struggles for answers, the killings continue, and Lisa finds the world she knew is little more than a lie to placate the masses and keep a satanic 1% in power. From the demented mind of Sean C. Baker, author of Murder Virus, a collection of desires, and Volume 4, comes Black Gloves and Broken Hearts, Teenage Giallo Mystery, available now.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Horror Vision Horror Podcast. My name is Sean.
And I am Anthony, a rabbit animal.
A rabid or a rabbit animal, sir?
I like that
A
little
bunny?
play on words there.
A bunny, perhaps?
You know, I don't want to give too much away.
We're going to give a spoiler-free review to Bryan Fuller's new film, Dust Bunny, which should be playing a lot fucking wider than it's playing. I'm not understanding why I had to drive to Nashville to see this fucking movie. I don't get it. What you just got home from the theater. What do you think, Anthony?
You know what? I thought the film was sensational. I just did a post for it, and I just said it's just this. I literally said another sensational night at the cinema. For those who didn't know, I went and watched the new Killer Santa movie last night, and I had a great time with that as well. But this is just a whole other level of filmmaking. I enjoyed it 100%. I sat through the movie, and I remember the first I'm gonna say 5-6 minutes of the film. I started to kind of question what this was gonna be, and if this is gonna be something that's too hyper stylized to the point to where I'm not gonna enjoy it. And it kind of fades into the background. It's still there, but man, it's just all the skills Fuller puts on screen. It's fantastic. And yeah, I got into that theater. At first, it was myself. A couple more people trickled in. I think there's maybe 5 of us in the theater. Kudos to the other 4 folks that showed up. You know, awesome. I had a fantastic time though. I had seen this, floating around on social media as I do more often than not, and yeah, I was like, I can't wait to see this. So I was really happy that you chose to go watch it as well, and that we're covering it here tonight. It's a high recommend from myself. Sean, please talk about the film though.
I didn't know what to expect. So Bryan Fuller, my introduction to him, I don't know a lot of his stuff, but I watched Hannibal like last year finally and absolutely loved it. And obviously this is him working with Mads Mikkelsen again, but previously I knew Bryan Fuller in 2007. A show called Pushing Daisies came out. I believe it was a network show, and it was a show that some friends recommended to me, and I was like, I'm not watching this fucking show. It's on a network. Fuck that. And when shortly after I moved to LA, my ex bought the first season and watched it, and my initial reaction was still like, this is whatever. But then, no, like it got me. Nothing looks like Pushing Daisies does, and it's not horror at all, but it has elements, and it just looks like a fairy tale. Not in the way that like Suspiria or Company of Wolves looks like a fairy tale, in just a different fucking way. And when I saw this tonight, I was like, Oh my God, Fuller has totally gone back to the toolbox and taken out the Pushing Daisies aesthetic because it's so similar, but it's evolved because he's a much better creator now. Just, not that he was bad before, but he's been cutting his teeth for almost 20 years since then. And it was delightful, adorable, but still, like, I would recommend this to anybody. I'd tell people to take their, like, this is a gateway horror movie for sure, but also some of those, the adult would have to kind of suffer a little bit. I didn't like. I just really liked it. I thought it was delightful. All the performances are fantastic. David Desmalchian, um, Sheila Tim, the little girl Sophie Sloane. I don't know anything about her. She was fucking great, and the rapport between her and Mads. I don't know, Anthony. I never watched a trailer for this, so I don't know what would be a spoiler. How would you, if you had like, a minute and a half to tell somebody what this is about without spoiling anything, what would you say?
And this is all in the trailer. It's just a little girl seeking out some help, for someone to help eradicate the monster under her bed. And yeah, so I don't have to spend a minute and a half on it. But yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty cut and dry as far as what the trailer reveals. And what I do love about that trailer is it doesn't give away too much. You have
Okay.
no idea what you're really stepping into when you get into this when you get into the theater, which is what I loved about it. It's just again, it's a spectacle,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. I will say this about the dialogue. It feels like it has some like Wes Anderson isms, but it's not a deterrent, in my
Yes.
opinion. It's not a
Agreed.
deterrent. I like the style of the cut and dry humor, or the dry humor rather. I think I find that to be more effective juxtapositions against the horror
Yeah.
aspects of the film. It just it's splendid. I walked out of the theater happy. I laughed out loud several times with
Yes.
some of the jokes and bits. And again, like you said, the acting is sensational. It's phenomenal. Mads isn't gonna pick a project that is garbage.
Right.
He's you know he doesn't have to. And I like that, he's pairing up with Fuller again to give us just this wonderful gift. And what a gift this late in the year,
Yeah.
right around the corner, from days away from Christmas. I'm really glad that this one kind of snuck in. This will definitely make my top 5 of the year. And that says a lot. I mean, it packs a wallop, and I really do encourage our listeners to go out and check it out while it's still in theaters, because it's just this, love or hate Baz Luhrmann films, but it's one of those things where it's like you gotta see it on the big screen to admire the spectacle behind it. That's what this movie brings, and I think audiences are gonna love it, and I hope that people will go and watch.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, like dropping it around Christmas, this should have been a hugely promoted, like, this could have been a family thing. Like, it just bothers me that it was mishandled. And I agree. Like, I hate Baz Luhrmann. I
I
hate
get
him.
it. I get it. I'm not a
But
big fan either.
but you're right about the spectacle thing. And also, I'll just say to the listeners, if you saying that like made anybody cringe, I hate Baz Luhrmann, and I understand what Anthony means when he says that. And it's not like there is no Baz Luhrmann ish in
No,
here. This is, if anything, like, it has the Wes Anderson. I don't really like Wes Anderson either, but I think that they're peers. I think Fuller and Wes Anderson, there's something like a shared. I don't know exactly how to say it, view of the world or something, but I know what you mean. But again, if you don't like Wes Anderson, like I don't like Wes Anderson, don't let that deter you.
no.
I feel like it might have more in common with somebody like Jean-Pierre Jeunet, who did like City of Lost Children with Mark Caro, and Alien Resurrection and Delicatessen and Mix Mags and whatever else. But it's that like such a unique, all-encompassing, singular style. Like, I challenge anybody to tell me what city Dust Bunny takes place in, what time. Like, it's anachronistic, iconoclastic. Like, it just is its own fucking closed little world, and it's fabulous because he has control. Fuller has control over the entire world, and he sees like he does not miss details. It's all there. So it's, man, so much fun.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I If I can sneak another viewing in theatrically, I would love to. I know all our schedules are starting to, get a little tighter as we get closer to the holiday. But yeah, that's definitely one that I want to sneak in one more time. And yeah, like I said before, go watch it. It's
Go
great.
watch it. Agreed.
It's fantastic. I can't say anything more without spoiling, and I don't want to because I want you to see the film and I want you to
Right.
enjoy it. It's not a Baz Luhrmann film. Kylie Minogue is not going to fly onto the middle of the screen like Tinkerbell from Moulin Rouge. I don't know why I remember that scene so fondly. Probably because I had a crush on Kylie Minogue for a long time.
I've
But
never seen that movie, and I like Kylie Minogue, and I did not realize she was in that movie. It's not enough to get me to sit through that movie,
no,
but
it's not worth it because it's just a cameo.
yeah.
So, get
Mm,
it, Cammy, because she played
can't.
Chloe in the
Uh,
Street Fighter movie. Ah.
Wait, Kylie Minogue was in the Street Fighter movie?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
If My Life Be a Lie. I did not know that. Also, that
Yeah.
I might seek out.
Well, you're not going to have a good time. I didn't have a good time as a 12-year-old, so I don't imagine you'd have a good time
I just
now.
can't imagine seeing Kylie Minogue in Street. Well, whatever. Anyway, but
Anyway, yeah,
I digress. Dust Bunny, go see it. This is a Horror Vision.
100%.
My name's Sean.
I'm Zangief.